All right, welcome, welcome back to today's underwriting case of the day. Today we're going to be taking a look at heart attacks. So first thing I'm going to show is the carriers that I have turned on, which will essentially be everything. I turned off 3 of the AMAM rate packages. We're just going to be looking at senior choice. Did the same thing with Occidental down there, and you can see everything else is turned on. So if we head over to the quoter, we're going to take a look at heart attacks. So let's say we're looking for 8,000. We'll say Texas male, 1/1/1960. Height, weight's not too important. Nicotine use is not too important. And we'll say they're paying with bank draft. So let's say heart attack. Let's say it happened yesterday. So we'll say the 17th. And get quote. So here are our options. And we're going to go through a little bit slower. So you can see that Mutual of Omaha Head and Shoulders stands out above the rest here. Their rated product is actually pretty competitive, and the comp hit is only about 10%. So that's a pretty good product if you don't have it. You can see it's pretty much what we might consider to be a modified product, though, because in the first 2 years it's a 110% ROP. It's not the typical 30/70 or the standard graded. And you can see right here why, if there's a heart attack within 2 years, it's living promise graded. You can see then we go through the rest of our gradeds, which is GTL, and then Transamerica. You can see their price a little bit high, but ultimately it is a quote-unquote graded product. And we go down here, we see rest of the companies, and of course you always want to look out for this green money sign, because that means your comp might get cut if you write on that client. Now, of course, all different contracts and commission levels can be different, but this is just a guideline so that you can look out for it so you don't get surprised. And if we scroll all the way down, you can see the different packages and companies here. So let's bring this back a little bit. Let's say the heart attack occurred, we'll say in 2019. So this is, and we'll push it back a little bit more, a little over 2 years ago. And you can see a lot more companies open up now. And in fact, most of the companies open up to level or preferred. And if we scroll down, the rates go up, and you can see that some companies will still carry. You can see GCU, if heart attacks between 2 and 3 years ago, standard. And we have senior choice graded down here, and we continue on down. So let's say we want to write this client. In this case, we're going to use Mutual of Omaha. Remember, all we do is hit the compare button, pushes all the information over to the right, and all we're going to do is enter 5, let's say 75, that's 75,000, and 10,000. Hit get quote, and we are presented with our options. So just make sure that you're using that quote compare feature, because it helps you expedite the process of the sale. Let's then take a look at the health cheat sheet. So if we don't want to run a full quote, we just want to see where can I place heart attack. All the companies you have selected will pop up, and you can see it's a very easy to read format. The declines come first, and then the rateds, and then if it's a preferred decision, it's outside of the time frame listed. And you can see all the different companies here. And last thing we'll do is we're going to push over the sale. Let's say we made the sale. Let's say we sold them on the Mutual of Omaha. Always remember to hit the expand button, push to CRM. We'll name this person Jimmy Smith, and you can put in the other information if you want. We're not going to do it right now. We hit save, head on over to our CRM, and there's Mr. Jimmy Smith. So we will expand that. So you can see all the information that we pushed over here. We can add in anything we want. We're going to disposition him as a sale, and we're going to leave the color as the yellow gold color. So you can see it'll populate the disposition here and here. And lastly, don't forget that we store all the health conditions and medications in the CRM HIPAA compliantly, I might add. So if we ever want to revisit Mr. Smith, let's say, for me personally, I usually touch my clients usually about 30 days to make sure they got their policy. So we'll add a reminder here. We'll say, call Jimmy Smith, got policy. Then we'll ask if he has any questions, anything like that. And we'll say today is the 18th, so 30 days out. We'll just approximate as the 18th of February. And we will give him a call, let's say 1 p.m. And we'll remind me 10 minutes before. Save. So now we're reminded to give Jimmy a call, and we'll get that email reminder too. And if we need to add in any more information, we can always go here. Or let's say he says, you know what, I want to add on another $2,000 of coverage. or however much. All you have to do is hit load quote file, and it pushes over that case right here, so you can pick up right where you left off with your client. So that is today's underwriting case of the day. This was heart attack.